In previous class, we said that carbon-14 is radioactive. So we see that the carbon-12 had carbon-12, carbon-13, and carbon-14. Carbon-14 was radioactive, so it decays with time. What is the half-life? The half-life is the time it takes for any material to decay to the half of its original. Let's say this here we have 100% of the material on y-axis. This one, so it decays exponentially. So let's say this here is 50%, right? So this time, on x-axis we have time. This time is a half-life time. Half-life. Half-life is a time that it takes for material to decay to half of its original amount. So we call this one radio. So these are isotopes because they have the same number of proton but different number of the neutron. So the application is radiometric dating and radioactive traces. What is the radiometric dating? See, if in a dead body we have these carbons. This is a small. So the amount of carbon-12 is constant because it's not radioactive. But carbon-14 in a dead body, it will decay, right, with time. So if we can find the ratio of the carbon-12 to 14, we can determine the date that the body dead. Another application is radioactive traces. What is that? So we use this radioactive material to trace chemical reaction and trace their path as they move through the cells. So let's say this is a vein. You introduce this radioactive tracers, and then you have a devices, you will detect the path it's taking, right? To trace their path as they move through the cell body. So another application is, again, we use the radioactive tracers like iodine 131. So you know that the thyroid gland, this is head, this is the neck, so it's in front of windpipe. It is absorbing iodine. So if you suspect that you are not producing enough iodine, what the physicians do, they administrate a small amount of radioactive material here, and they take image of that and scan that. So as you see, here you see a normal thyroid is enlarged, here is cancerous. So according to that picture, they can understand if something wrong with this thyroid gland.